Hi guys, it's Korrien and I'm back with another video, and this one is about books and it is called the mid-year book tag. So basically it's going to be going over the books that I liked and the ones that I'm excited for the coming part of the year. Alright, let's get started. Number 1, the best book that I've read so far this year. The best book that I've read so far is What We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. As I mentioned before, it's about a little French girl and a young German boy and them just growing up during the Holocaust and how their paths cross, and just the story kind of, what it does. It's a really spectacular book, and he did a fantastic job writing it. Number 2, best sequel that I've read so far this year. The best sequel that I've read so far this year would have to be Heir. It's a part of Sarah J. Maas's Stone of Glass series, which is a retelling of Cinderella. And the main character, Selena, is an assassin, and she has to go through some events. She goes to work for the king, and he is a terrible, evil ruler, and it just kind of shows stuff that happens, and she kind of has this destiny. It's just a really great book. There's tons of mysteries, and it's great. And I liked this particular book because there was so much world building and character development that it just really made it nice to read. Number 3, what new release am I excited for coming up this year? This year I really wanted to read Briar, when it comes out, Briar Rose, A Holocaust Story. It combines two of my favorite genres, retellings and the Holocaust. And I'm just really excited for this book, and I don't really know much about it. All I do know is that Briar Rose is a Jew in a concentration camp, and that is it. Number 4, the biggest disappointment that I've read this year. So this year I read Glass Sword. It is the sequel to Red Queen, and I didn't really enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the first one. I wouldn't call it a disappointment because that's a really strong word, but I would say that, it was alright. It was an alright book. It was good at parts, but it would be better as a movie than it would be as a book, because there were points in the book where it was lagging and it didn't seem to match where the direction that the first book went. But all in all, it was good. Number 6, my favorite new author. My favorite new author of this year would have to be Sabaa Tahir. She wrote Ember in the Ashes, which is a really good book, and it is one of my favorites. I just really enjoyed it. It has a kind of mystical type, kind of like Aladdin feel to it, and it was really enjoyable. It's about, so this land has been taken over and oppressed by another people, and they've come in and just taken everything over. And one girl, her family's in danger, and she has to go save one of her family members, and that leads her to find the rebels, and she has to work with them and go undercover in the heart of the soldiers that oppress the land. So it gets pretty interesting, and things kind of unravel. We see how it turns out. 7, a book that made you cry this year. A book that made me cry, I would say emotional, would be Lockhart's We Were Liars. I'm not really into contemporary novels. I don't like them. But I read this one because all the great reviews and just people were saying how good it was, and I was really interested in reading it. And so this one is about a couple, 4 or 5 teenagers. They're on their family's island and just having fun, and then something happens and there's this huge twist which really makes the book, and it's a great twist. Just check out We Were Liars. Next question. Number 8. The best book to film adaptation that I've ever seen this year. I really liked The Book Thief, the movie that they made. I don't think that I've read it this year, but it is one of the best book adaptations that I've ever seen. If you haven't watched the movie, go watch it. And if you haven't read the book, go read the book. Alright. Next question. Number 9. What books do I need to read by the end of the year? So I have like a couple. I'm going to just read this little list. Rose Society by Murray Liu, Nightingale by Kristin Hannah, and Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. I am currently reading Bone Season by Samantha Shannon, and the Rose Society is, if you haven't heard of it before, it's a part of the Young Elite series, and you should really go check it out. It's a good book. I didn't really super enjoy it, but what really caught me was the fact that it is the story of a villain and not a hero or protagonist. It is the origins of this one girl and just the way that she comes into her powers and how she deals with the whole drama of it. And and The Nightingale is a Holocaust story. I don't really know much about the book, but I kind of wanted to go in blind, so that's okay for me. And I usually do like the Holocaust books that I read, so I'm excited for this one. Got it on my library haul, and yeah. Alright, that is it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this with your book tag. And please like if you did, and subscribe if you already haven't subscribed. And go like everybody else's videos too while you're at it. Okay, thank you. Bye.